Hey everybody, I'm Kate with CrateInsider.com, and today I am here with Buck Parker from Daytona 1. And Buck, in front of us, we have some oils. These are some of the newest products in the Daytona 1 lineup.
Yes,
Tell us a little bit about these different oils, what they do, and how they work.
Okay, well, you know, needless to say, we have what we think the best lineup that you can have from the beginning, which is your break-in oil that is fully formulated with a tri-zinc package that will stop any wear on your cam and your bearings. Well, this is the additive package that's in this already, so you don't have to buy zinc if you're buying this product. It's already built into it, and it's got everything that you need in it to break your oil in, break your engine in, and you can go out and race a couple races on this oil. So what we recommend, once you break it in, change that filter out in case you had some impurities or something, you know, some filings or something that didn't get out. But you can leave the oil in there, but just change the filter and top it back off and race a couple races if you want to. Works perfectly. Yeah.
Well, you know, and that's such a difference, because with most break-in oils, the idea is that you dump this oil into your engine and you run the engine for a couple hours or whatever the break-in procedure is, and then you dump it and go. And it definitely seems far more wasteful to do it that way than to be able to race on it. What, do like 2 to 3 races, would you say?
Oh yeah, it's a great base stock. It's got all the cleaning properties, a big TBM package. So you got everything that you really need here in this product to actually go racing anytime that you want. It's
great.
Really, you know, this, and then we'll just sort of move up the line. This is our semi-synthetic, the 1540, Xenon 1540. It's, again, high dollar base stocks, high dollar additive packages. The difference in this one, though, it has both of these built into it. So not only do we have the big cleaning packages and all the packages in it to keep your motor looking good on the inside, we also have both of these built into these oils, and it stops any wear, any cam wear, any bearing wear, just any wear. You're going to get more horsepower. You're going to get just everything that you want to make that crate motor run, you know, a whole lot better. You know, it's all I can say. It's just going to run better. You're going to feel it. It's going to run cooler. It's going to run stronger. Normally 1 to 2% horsepower and torque is what we find on the dyno, and that comes true mainly because of these additive packages and the base stocks. Now I'm going to go on to our premium product, which is a full synthetic. And this is a Group 5 base stock, which doesn't tell you anything other than, number one, it's a great product. It's as good as you're going to get. This product is, if you looked at the molecular structure of it, imagine having a bucket of BBs over here and then a bucket of nuts and bolts over here. Well, you can put your hand in that BBs and it goes around really easy, but the nuts and bolts don't move near as easily. Well, a true synthetic, a full synthetic, it's sort of like the BBs. All the molecular structures, the molecules are the same. And the one that's not a full synthetic, they'll have a different molecular structure. They could be small, large, but they don't move. So this product here is going to actually flow as good as you can imagine, or better than any product that we've tested it against. And it's going to keep your engine. It goes in, lubricates, and leaves. When it goes in, lubricates, and leaves, it takes heat with it. And you don't have the parasitic drag. You don't have the buildup. So your motor is going to run freer, it's going to run faster, and it's going to last longer.
Well, and with the XL1 engine treatment in here as well, your engine is it's iron. There's a lot of iron there.
Yes.
And I've always understood this to bind at the molecular level with any of the ferrous metals in your engines.
It physically impregnates the metal, becomes part of the metal. It does. And we've got a demonstration for that.
Yeah.
You could go on and look at on Kate's website. So it's.
Well, and when I think of ferrous metals, I think of steel, I think of rust, and I think of jaggedy edges. And at a molecular level, we're pretty much looking at the same thing, right?
Right, you are. When you
it just fills it in?
Yeah, well, it creates a barrier and becomes part. It impregnates the finite level of the steel that you think is smooth, but it's not. It's actually porous. And when you do, you get a glass type effect over it that allows that protection level. If something was to happen to your oil flow or something, and you don't have the oil there, you've got another level of protection before your motor gets dies or gets hurt.
Well, and I think the most important part, I mean, it's cool to hear about how it works, but the best part, of course, when we have friction, then we have heat. And when we have too much heat, we lose horsepower. And we can't build more horsepower. It's more about releasing horsepower. But with this full synthetic and having a really good flowing system, we're releasing more horsepower, like you said, 1 to 2% generally.
1 to 2%. That's what we find on all of our dyno work. And it just, give it a try. But I will give you a little warning. Once you use these products, you won't go back. You'll always. We have some guys that just, I swear, it's so much fun to talk to them on the phone. It really is. They just rave about it. They don't have wear anymore.
Right.
That engine just runs better. They'll tell me it sounds different.
Yeah.
I says, well, I don't know about it sounding different. My engine sounds different, they say, so it's fine by me. It's but it is a great product. It does everything we say it does, and if you ever have any questions, you call us.
Yeah, and if you're watching this video and it's 3 o'clock in the morning, well, feel free to drop in a comment, or wait till the morning. But and of course, we're proud to sell all of these products. And PTRO, let's talk about that really quick. So,
purpose tuned racing oil. It's a patent. We have a patent pending on it. We design the oil for the application, design the oil for the engine, design the oil for dirt track racing. If you want to pin it down that far, we know that there's a certain amount of dirt going to get inside your engine, this oil will not go bad. I mean, I can tell you what this oil does at 303 degrees, and I don't know of many companies out there that can do that. And we designed this oil because there's some people that run methanol that the oil will actually just get milky. Well, you can't run. There's not an oil out there that you want to run when it's milky. So this is not as expensive, but it's still a high quality oil. It still gives you all the perks and everything that you need. But we designed that really for that guy that may be on a little bit more of a budget, than the other.
Well, and a huge thank you to you as well, because right here on the label it says GM Crate Racing Oil. For years, I mean, Crate Insider, we've been around for 8 years now in 2022 here, and for the longest time we've asked oil companies to make us specific oils for not just racing, but for these crate engines, and you've come through for us. So big thank you on that.
PTRO, Purpose Tuned Racing Oil.
Yes.
Yeah. We take the parasitic drag away from that motor of yours. What you have normally is a 400 or so horsepower engine, and what we find that you might have about 406 or 410, you always gain about 1 to 2%. That's what we find, 1 to 2% horsepower and torque. So it means a lot when you're coming out of, turn 4, going to that, you're neck and neck, you want that extra few horsepower. Well,
especially we're in a limited horsepower application, so we try to get every little bit that we can possibly get out of those. So really, if we're starting off with a new engine, we're going to use the break-in oil.
Exactly.
And we're going to change out, after we break it in, we're going to change out the filter, and we're going to run that for a few races.
Yeah.
And then depending on our budget or where we're racing, and these will work with any fuel, either of them, right? But then you can make the choice and go with those.
Yeah.
What about oil changes? Would you say that these last longer because of full synthetics?
For instance, this oil, it is not going to go bad unless you get it, that 300 degree range. 99% or 90% of the engines out there never see over 240, 250 on oil temperatures. For the most part, some of them don't get hot at all. And so, but as a rule, this oil won't go bad. It'll get dirty, but it doesn't go bad. So it's going to protect for a long time. So what we recommend, if you normally change your oil at, say, every 3 races, check that, drop that filter off and look at your oil once you've run hours. It probably is going to look good, and if it does, just take the filter, throw it away, fill it back up with some more oil, put it back on, run you another 3 races. So and we find that a lot of people are doubling the life, the oil change times. So we do recommend you still changing that filter and keeping that filter clean, because a lot of times these filters they'll get clogged, or they won't flow properly, and make sure you use a high quality filter, by the way, as well.
Yeah, and we always recommend the Wix filters. We got
Good filters.
The 51061Rs or
Right.
the
Good filters.
69Rs, and also we've recommended in the past to go ahead and cut one open. Cut it open and inspect it and see what's going on in there.
Yeah, well, I've watched videos on filters, and I'm amazed at the difference in the quality. But I do know the Wix filter is a good filter.
It sure is. Well, great. So yes, oils, filters, of course, all of these products are available on our website at CrateInsider.com. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them into the comments, and we will do our best to get those answered for you, or maybe make another video.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
We like hanging out, so it's good. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in another one.
Appreciate everybody. Thank you.